What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my review of the Westside disc's Warship. It's a really nice, straight flying, kind of neutral mid-range disc. It holds a lot of lines very well. It is in the tournament plastic. I believe it's right around max weight. There are your flight numbers, 6501. I really like the look of this disc. I think it's just super beautiful. I saw it. I forget where I picked this up. I think I got it on Discaroo. I remember once I saw it, I was like, I must have this disc. I really like the silver and the silver look to it, and the gold stamp looks well. I'm generally not a fan of gold, just the color of it, and for whatever reason. But on the silver background, it's kind of cool. I like the kind of medieval, almost like Lord of the Rings type motif that Westside goes with. I think their lettering kind of looks a little bit Lord of the Rings like, and I kind of like that. I mean, I was into that sort of stuff when I was a kid, you know, knights and armor and all that kind of stuff. I've always been fascinated by that, so I kind of like the whole motif that the Westside line goes with. The Warship is definitely a good part of that. Cool disc, looks really awesome, and the tournament plastic is fantastic. Really impressed with all the different plastic types that Latitude has been producing under these different companies. You can see here it says Westside Golf Discs Finland, but Westside, if you don't know, is under the Latitude 64 umbrella. They're manufactured by Latitude 64 along with Dynamic Discs. They make up what is referred to as the trilogy. Seem like a lot of guys and girls out there are switching to the trilogy these days as a way to throw a lot of different plastic, a lot of different models and molds to choose from, but they're all still under the Latitude 64 umbrella. They're all manufactured to the same high standard, and it seems like a lot of guys and girls having a lot of success with that plastic. It's really nice stuff. It feels great. It looks great. High durability. Pretty consistent from what I've seen. So yeah, I definitely don't blame them. But yeah, this one is part of that. So in case you guys were wondering about that, I'll give you a little look at the rim design. It's got kind of like a more old school, almost like a rock type rim design, that, as far as I'm concerned, with that kind of scooped underside profile here, and kind of gentle curve out and around here. It comes a little bit sharper right at the front of the disc, and you got that little scoop. No real bead on this one. I will say that it's got some flashing there that you can kind of see. It's gathered some dirt and stuff. A little bit sharp, slightly uncomfortable, but really not a huge deal. I didn't notice it a lot while I'm throwing. I'm not one of those guys that has trouble with their hands getting ripped up by discs at all. Like, I've heard a lot of people talk about taping their fingers and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I don't throw with enough snap to make that happen, but I've never had any issues with discs like hanging up on my fingers or anything like that. So flashing's not bothering me, but it is something worth mentioning, I suppose. I will throw this up next to its principal competitor in testing, which is my beloved MVP Axis. I really like these discs. I'm starting to gain a lot of distance with them, starting to really nail down my form and concentrate on throwing smooth. I'm definitely adding a lot of distance and feeling good about it, and the Axis is at the forefront of that. Just a really long flying mid-range, but there's a difference in flight profiles. You can see that it's pretty, the Axis is more rounded, more blunt. Doesn't have as much of a scoop on the underside compared to the Warship. I guess I have a tangent sitting here too. I'll throw it up next to that just as another quick comparison there. Well, you can see the Warship's kind of more of an old school design as far as I'm concerned. In flight, it's very neutral. It seems to hold the line you put it on quite well. For me, with my arm speed, at least at the moment, it doesn't flip very much at all. If you throw it with some anhyzer, you can get it to go left to right for sure. But I was throwing it mostly on little hyzer flips and flat shots, and it really carries well. It holds the line extremely well. It's very accurate. Didn't take me a long time to figure out how to throw it at all. So if you're looking for a disc that can pretty much just hold the line you put it on all the way, it's very neutral and versatile, I'd say the Warship would be a great disc to check out. Not a lot of fade on it. You know, if you throw kind of a stalled anhyzer, it will fight back. But if you follow through strong on the anhyzer, you can get it to hold it for sure. If you have a bigger arm, you could probably get it to hold any line all the way down with very little issue. Very accurate, controllable disc. I definitely like the flight of it quite a bit. And if I wasn't so comfortable and happy with my axis, there's a good chance the Warship would have went straight into the bag. It's very comparable to other mid-ranges, and if you try one, you like the way it feels in your hand, I highly recommend giving it a shot, and I think there's a good chance that it will it'll fill that role quite well if you're looking for just a really nice, versatile, straight-flying disc. So that's my review on the Westside Warship. Super high-quality disc. Definitely recommend checking one out. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.